Hey there guys, welcome back. I hope you're all well. In today's video I'm playing Arma Reforger Dayz mod, and on my very first spawn in, I spawned into a little town. I wasn't expecting too much action or really anyone else to be there. Boy, was I wrong. After finding an RPG in that house, I was about to become acutely aware of two things. One, well, that was a technical issue that I wasn't aware of. And two, I really like RPGing things. After I heard a vehicle on the road, the first thing I become aware of was at this moment right here. At this moment right here, I discovered that the jack had come loose on my amp, so I couldn't tell what the hell was going on because I didn't have any stereo sound. So I was literally like, is it coming from this way? Is it coming from that way? Is it coming from this way? And in the end, I just saw the vehicle. We hit that guy so hard with the RPG that he literally become a member of the shadow realm. There was just like this grey shadow thing. He was gone, vaporised. So anyway, after vaporising that guy, never to be seen again, I then went in to check out the vehicle to see if he had any loot. But what I wasn't bargaining on was that somebody had heard that RPG and was now trying to murder me. I really had no clue where I was being shot from. I had to look around, I couldn't see anywhere. All I could do was hunker down, hopefully he didn't hit me, and then I just had to flank round and maybe I could see this guy from a different angle. It seems like there's quite a lot of action in this little out the way town. I don't know why, it's a bit strange. So I flanked round the barn and I decided to try and get behind a low wall to see if I could see the sniper up in the tree line somewhere. It wasn't long before I actually saw some movement across the road. So me being me, I decided to jump the wall and try and kill him. That was a bad move. It was a bad move for two reasons. One, as soon as I jumped the wall, this sniper had me dialed in. I was scared. Two, I hadn't reloaded my gun. This was a bad situation. I am such an idiot. The amount of times I just jump in front of someone and I haven't got any ammo. When will I learn? I need like a little buzzer or something on my gun that goes, "Sada, you've got no ammo, you idiot." So after actually reloading my gun this time and dropping my RPG because I didn't have any more rounds for it, I then decided just to loot the town, but very carefully because I knew this guy had an overview. Hopefully I was going to find some better loot, some armour, maybe a helmet, maybe even a sniper rifle, and then we can take this guy on. One quite funny thing that I discovered while I was playing was that I actually had the game music on by default, and sometimes it would just randomly play some epic music, but it always seemed to play the music when I found a gun. So here's an example. Ooh, a helmet with night vision, very nice. There's just one more thing that I need now, and hopefully we can find it. It's the M110 silent sniper rifle. It's a new addition to this server and it's my favourite weapon ever. And I want it so bad. Oh god, we found it. We've got the M110 silent sniper. First time ever using this weapon. I've got to get up into the hills and then revenge. It will be mine. After looking down into the town for a little while, I then started to get a little bit paranoid of losing my gun. So I started moving through the forest to get a bit more high ground. And then something that I wasn't used to in Arma and Dayz happened, which scared the living crap out of me. I trod on a stick. Okay, that might not have seemed a big deal to you guys, but for me, that was bloody scary. That was not a sound that I'm used to. I just said, I honestly thought someone was reloading and I was about to die. Anyway, after the terrible thing of treading on a stick, could have been a landmine, could have possibly been worse. But then I decided to go much further up into the hills there. Actually beautiful up there and a fantastic overview of the town. Once I got right to the top there, it was actually kind of peaceful. It was really nice looking around and checking out the town and stuff. And I felt quite at home up there. And then I realised there was actually a murderous, terrible sniper down in that town. And there's only one man who was going to take on that guy. But unfortunately, Frankie wasn't available. So Sada's going to have to do it, you know? I've got a sniper after all. I reckon I could kill him. While I was running along the top of this cliff, it actually took me back to when I was a child. I went for a walk with my family in Weymouth. I don't know if you guys know Weymouth, like the Dorset area. And there's really high hills there. And we were visiting something called the Chalk Man. It's a really big man. He's got a penis, a big one. But he's like made out of chalk on the side of this hill. Anyway, I was at the top of this hill with my family. And then a bloody F-16 jet flew over us and put its afterburners on after it kind of went over us, and it scared me so much I peed myself. That's a true story right there. Anyway, this flashback was really disturbed by an explosion down in the town. It seems like this quiet little town isn't so quiet anymore. Something's going on down there. It seems like somebody else has got the idea to take over this little town. It's very strange for so much action to happen in a little out-the-way town like that. So there's somebody in this town who's really geared and is just posted up taking people out. So I decided just to really be patient and see if I could spot this guy. As night fell, all I really saw was an odd car passing through town, and then the street lights come on and it become kind of quiet. And then I realised, I've got my NVGs. Let's try them out. That was weird. I almost felt like it turned me into like a fly or some insect. I'm not sure if it helped at all, but it made a pretty cool sound. With that sound just running through my head all the time, I had to keep putting my night vision goggles on and off because it just sounded so cool, like a lightsaber or something. Anyway, I was kind of enjoying myself a little bit too much up this hill. I actually felt like a real badass. As the sun was setting, I had my NVGs, I had my silent sniper, and I pretty much felt like this town, it was mine for now. Before I knew it, it was morning time. I'm so sorry. That sound, it just gets in my head and I just have to do it. You can do it as well if you want. Go on, do it once. Go on, let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Anyway, back to the story. It was morning time and I don't think the inhabitants of the town had had their breakfast yet. Unless their breakfast was murder with extra murder on top. After witnessing that terrible atrocity down in the town, I started to think to myself, what would Frankie do in this situation? Well, the first thing he'd probably do is send me down to go, "Yee-yolo!" and make as much noise as possible. I would get sniped, and then Frankie would know where he was, and he could kill him. But Frankie isn't here, so I had to think, what would Frankie do? He would definitely go up to the high ground. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then at the end, when he got the snipe, there would definitely be some epic outro music.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great.
I got you.
I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. Oh,